Okay, so hello everybody. So we're doing an interview today. I'm going to ask Pav a few questions about his experience on the 30 days coming from a bodybuilder's perspective. So,
Hello.
hello. What was your initial reason for starting the 30 days?
I was bulking like half year properly, eating a lot, more than like 7,000 calories a day. So I felt full every time. I couldn't walk properly, I was out of breath. So when I started cutting, I had to change something. So we cut all these things from diet, start using the products, and I wanted to be better, feel better, breathe better, move better, sleep better.
So what was the difference between you doing the 30 days to healthy living plan, like the principles that it encompasses, and just cutting your food? What was different, and two, why did you feel like the 30 days, like cutting those toxins out of your diet, was better than just cutting the amount of food that you was eating?
Yeah, it was because I haven't been bloating from the stuff what you can cut with things like sweeteners or with different things like wheat, gluten. You can cut on it, but you will still be bloated. Your stomach will be uncomfy, and it has like connection with your sleep, with your mood, really, with your performance. So I wanted this to be better, improve.
So did you feel a difference when you started cutting and you were still eating gluten, wheat, dairy, sweetener? So did you find a difference when you cut those out? Did you find a difference, like a feeling?
Yeah, it was very feeling really like it in a couple days. It's not in one day. It wasn't like 3 days, 4 days. When you start in, your body will not react in one day.
No.
But after 3 days, you will get used to it. Your body start to react, and then you will start like lose some fat too. So you will start look better very quickly. I think it can be because you lose the water too. You are not holding like water like when you are eating gluten. You are holding a lot of water. Sweeteners, they are holding a lot of water. And in this diet, you don't have these things. So you can cut the weight very quickly, but it's not that unhealthy like with cutting diet where you have still these things like gluten.
Do you know why your body holds water when you eat gluten and dairy and toxic food?
Yeah, because it's trying to get rid of these things, but it can't alone if you don't helping it with your food or with what are you doing really through the days. Like if you are not moving and if you are eating still rubbish, you will not get better.
Yeah, so a lot of people that I speak to, they think they eat healthy, or because they're not eating that much, or because they just think they're eating healthy in terms of the food that they're eating because they're uneducated. So do you find that a lot of people, when you speak to them within the gym environment, believe that they're eating healthy on cuts, especially on cuts in terms of bodybuilding?
No, I don't think people around the bodybuilding stuff will think this is like rubbish for them. It's not working for bodybuilders.
What we're doing?
Yeah, they will think it because you don't have too many options from bodybuilding world to eat. So you are trying to create something like over the years, build muscle through the whey protein and all these proteins what like big bodybuilders are on it, and people usually trust in it.
Yeah.
So they are just so crazy to have protein shake after training or pre-workout before training
Because they're watching other people do it.
Yeah, but they are not thinking it will not digest better. If you take pre-workout and you ate some shit before with gluten, your body will not take it properly. You will not feel anything really,
Yeah.
and that's why some people can't feel any pre-workouts, like feelings from it,
Yeah.
or get pumped from it, or every other stuff you can use it for.
Yeah.
And if you are not eating this, you will eat something like 30 days proved. You will use the pre-workout. Every pre-workout will work for you.
Yeah. So a lot of people then you're saying are taking supplements and they're not getting the full effect of them because their body is holding a lot of toxins.
Yeah, definitely.
And what's probably better for them would be to do a program like the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And that's not just an elimination of foods, it's actually clearing out the toxins that are within the cells in the body.
Yes.
And you're saying that you noticed a difference when you did that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
So, yeah, this will be quite interesting. So I haven't actually asked you this one. For somebody that who can live with very little sleep, did you find that your sleep patterns changed over the 30 days?
Yeah, I think it was better. I'm working night shifts, so sometimes it's difficult for me to fall asleep. But when I did this diet, or this lifestyle really, I slept more, and I slept like very good quality sleep when I slept. Because I think I didn't feel that my body is still digesting something or didn't have a reason to be awake.
Yeah.
I didn't sweat a lot through this. So I think because of you are not eating this stuff or this digestion very long and your body trying to get rid of it,
Yeah.
you will be like free, empty, and your body can just chill. You know, it's just the feeling is better too. When you wake up, you have flat belly.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you are eating things like sweeteners or things where are toxins or very lot of sugar, like refined sugar, you will be awake and you will be bloating already.
Yeah.
Because your body will try to get rid of these toxins, it makes you bloating inside.
Yeah. So we'll just take it more to bodybuilding because obviously, like, and I'm not saying that they're not good for you, but say bagels are a huge part of, I suppose, a diet within bodybuilding, and people think that those things aren't bad for you. And I'm not saying that they are bad, but the body does react to them. So, what's your view on that?
On bagels. Bagels are good.
They are good to taste, but gluten. Because people think that if they're not intolerant to gluten, like they're not allergic to it, then they can still eat it. But gluten is still having an effect on their body.
Yeah.
And obviously you did eat gluten and then you took it out. So what did you feel? Because we spoke a lot about physical feeling, like bloating. So you obviously you didn't have as much bloating, you slept better, you felt better within yourself physically. But what about mentally and emotionally?
I think when someone want to do the 30 days you can live without things like this. You have to do it. You don't have to do it like 30 days and stay on it. I think when you do it 3 times a year,
Yeah.
it's good because mentally you will need things like bagel or have some sweet, or when it's Christmas with your family, you will have dinner with your family, and mentally it will help you more than if you stay just crazy about some diet.
I do believe that, but I think for myself, I've done the programme 3 times, and it wasn't until before Christmas that I actually wanted to take it on as a principle of life. So yeah, if I really want to have a bagel and it's my only option, I'll have a bagel, but I don't need them and I don't feel like I'm lacking them, because I feel like on the 30 days, and I'm not sure if you really did this, it wasn't about restricting yourself, it was just about changing where you're sourcing your food from.
Yeah, I had to find a lot of different foods to eat. That was I was freaking out about this. When I wanted to start this program, I was like, what I will eat then? Because I'm bodybuilder, you know. What I will eat, I will need my proteins and I need this amount of macros, but when in the end of the day you are living in this age, you can get anything what you want.
Yeah.
So it's just about you. If you want to change your lifestyle, it's not about money too. It's not that more expensive like when you are eating shit. It's just like that.
Yeah, I think if you're sourcing your food from better sources, in terms of like if you're eating organic fruit, then it does become a little bit more pricey, but you're paying for the quality of your
It's pricey,
food.
but you can eat in a better quality less. And from better quality less, you digest more
Yeah, of the nutrients.
Then when you have rubbish quality,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Because your body is just spending money because your body will not digest it. In the end it will be in toilet.
Yeah.
And you will not use it to build muscle. You will not use it to be more powerful through the day. You will use it just to digest it, but it will not
Absorb.
It will not absorb, and it just go through you and finish.
Yeah, so that's another huge aspect actually of the 30 days. Is that a lot of people say that you are what you eat, but you're not. You are what you absorb, and so much of the time, especially around the bodybuilding world, is around protein and getting the right amount of protein in. But if your body can't, if your body's not in a state in which it can absorb the nutrients from your veg and the protein from your protein sources, then it's just going to be shit out into the toilet. Which is just a waste of money, and obviously it's just not great for the body. So since you did the 30 days, is there anything that you have incorporated into your life as a daily principle?
I think we are basically staying on it. Sometimes I got something like dairy products because I like them. But
have you found that they've reduced?
Yeah, I think when I learned what I can put in my diet instead of it.
Yeah.
Not instead, it's just I don't need it anymore when I have something what makes me feel better.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a reason to eat dairy because I know I will feel like lazy sometimes after I'm eating it, or just more full. So for me it's better have some just protein powder, mix it with water, some raisins in it, and it's just a good snack for me. And I know I will not bloat all day.
Yeah. So I think we should do a little separate video actually on whey protein in terms of vegan protein, because I think that's the main aspect of what bodybuilders feel like they can't transfer over to, and especially when gyms aren't sourcing vegan proteins, because it's just the norm to source whey, because obviously that's just what bodybuilders have always had. But I think like now is a time for driving change. And I think, like, just from watching you, like listening to other people that are taking different approaches now is invited you to take a different approach. So where you would have, when I first met you, just eating dairy.
Yeah, I think
dairy.
It's because of it's
now
cheap.
You don't have as it's cheap. That's it. It's cheap, and now you don't eat as much because you don't know that you can actually source that from other places. But people don't realise that. So until other bodybuilders start to incorporate that approach, which they are, then the youngsters will just keep following what's been done before them.
Yeah, so, maybe it's just about it's cheaper, so it's good business for gyms, for all these companies. They just put advert there, some most famous guys there, and they just have a photo or video with them how they are drinking it.
Yeah.
But in the end, these guys made money from it and bought the best beef or best source of protein. Yeah,
they're sourcing their food from a better place. And equally, I think when things are thrown in our faces, especially with people that we know in terms of celebrity endorsements and stuff like that, then we trust those brands to use those products. But I think as well that just takes a requirement of us opening our minds up and doing our own research. But just as a last question then, what was the best part of for you of the programme?
The feeling, the mood. Just didn't feel full, and you feel very well. And you feel more confident, you can take a clothes on you, what you want, because you put it on you and you don't have belly on it. It's just, you will lose your belly and you can just walk through the town like a boss. It's basically for me.
Cool. Okay, thank you. And say bye.
Bye bye.